So it's currently the 3rd of August, 2026, and for the last week, I've kind of been into Rubik's Cubes. And the way that it kind of happened was I was on a plane. I normally do maths and stuff on a plane, and I was quite bored of doing the maths. So what I did is I had a Rubik's Cube in my bag. So I took out the Rubik's Cube and I started messing around with it. And I was doing a couple of things. I had, in the weeks previously, I had kind of been talking about doing it blindfolded to some of my friends. It's now midnight on the 4th of August. So I was trying to show it to them, and I did it under the table. Like I wrote down the memorization. So while I was on the plane, I was trying to do it blindfolded, and obviously just normal 3x3 solves. And I was noticing how many bad habits I have, and I just found it really enjoyable. So I'm kind of back in the Rubik's Cube phase. So my big goal really is obviously, well, I'm not saying obviously. If you know about me, my Rubik's cubing, I've always been quite good at the big cubes, and I kind of usually they're kind of my main thing. But I'd really like to get sub 10 on 3x3. So consistently solving a 3x3 cube in under 10 seconds. And that will be quite difficult because right now my average is between 10 to 12 on average most of the time. This is with unlimited inspection. I'm planning for his pair, so in competition it'll probably be a bit higher. But if I have enough time, I can do between 10 and 12 seconds. So I'm focusing on a couple of things, and I kind of just wanted to talk about that because I'm hoping to make a log. I wanted to start this earlier. I'm just lazy. So what I've been doing to improve is the first thing I've been doing is looking at PLL recognition. So for example, if I set up a PLL, um, okay, so this is an F perm, right? And if you look from this side, you can't tell what OLL or PLL it is. So I've been learning how to recognize from all sides. So I notice I normally do like this, and then I figure out where it is, and then I put the headlights on the left, and then I go. But here, what you can tell is the two outsides match. So that means it's an adjacent swap. And then on the inside, we have this checkered board pattern. So it goes green, red, green, red. So that means it's an F perm. If there's a checkered pattern, but these two on the outside didn't match, it would be in a diagonal swap. So it would be a V perm. And additionally, because we have the two opposites here, we know the headlights are going to be beside it, as you can see here. And then when there's adjacents over here, that means there's no headlights beside it. So there's no stickers here that are touching each other that are opposite. That's the way that I recognize it. I don't know if it's the best, but yeah. And basically, I'm just kind of learning those for as many PLLs as I can. So I'm getting through that. Might show some footage of me doing the trainer at some point, but yeah, I haven't done the trainer that much because I usually try to do it when I'm out. Sitting in my room doing it's a little bit depressing. Um, but yeah, it's kind of also a bad thing. It's kind of consumed my life because I found instead of doing things like Minecraft speedrunning or talking to friends or making videos or whatever, like I've been procrastinating doing this, I just kind of sit at my desk and do Rubik's Cubes. And I've been doing lots of slow solves because the other thing I've been practicing is cross to F2L transition. So I might actually try to demonstrate that. I'm going to clip the microphone here. The microphone quality might get worse, but hey, let's get a random scramble up. Okay, so we have this scramble, and I'm attracted to yellow cross because I see that blue could also be good, but blue, I see that this is blue yellow, and it's ready to go in here. And even better is, sorry, it's really hard. It's like my finger's in the wrong place. Okay, so this is ready to go in relative. This is opposite. This piece already solved is opposite. And when I insert this, this will be lined up to its opposite over here because blue will be with green. And then when I insert that, it'll kick red up here, and then it'll be at its opposite, which is orange. So that'll solve them all relative. That'll be, how many moves will that be? 1, 2, 3. It's literally a 4-move cross. So being color neutral is great, isn't it? And like cross solutions, I think have gotten a lot better too. I've been doing a lot more like efficient solutions than usual. Like I just spend ages looking at it and trying different things. But then I've also been practicing first pair. So if I'm looking at this, okay, what pieces are unlikely to get moved? Okay, so this sticks out to me because when I do the R2 here, that's not going to affect this. And I'm going to do an F. So I'm going to turn this side. When I do the F, this is going to move over to here. So I'll do, okay, if I show from this side, I'll move this side twice. And then when I put this in, this yellow sticker will go up on top, and then it's not affected anymore. So we know the yellow sticker will be here. And then in terms of the edge, sorry, I'll leave it this way. So the edge is here. And that'll only be affected when I do the double turn on this side, and then it's on this side. And then I'm just doing F on the other side. So we'll have the edge will be here. It'll be misoriented. And the corner will be here. So corner here, edge here is misoriented. And then the way that I do this, again, I don't know if it's efficient, but because it's misoriented, that means I'm going to need a rotation, and then it's solvable rotationless. So this is going to be the case where the colors are matching here, I believe. So if I just do it out, RD2, you can see the colors are matching. Um, and the reason I could tell is because from this perspective, if I could solve this rotationless, then I wouldn't need to rotate, and I'd do this, and they'd be paired up, but you can see the colors are the same, so they're not paired up. So that's the way that I do it. I basically look at like, okay, if I was going to solve this rotationless, how would I do it? So I know I need a rotation, and then I do the solution, and then I have my pair. And I've just been really focused on cross to F2L transition because I think it's, I think it's something I really struggle to do under 15 seconds, especially. And then two-sided PLL, yes. You can see there, I only looked at two sides, didn't even have to do the AUF. I didn't have to look around for the AUF. I was able to predict that too. So, yeah, I'm also trying to use more keyhole, because keyhole makes look ahead so easy. And then another more complicated thing is I'm taking as much time as I want. So when I'm planning the cross, if I notice that my first pair is going into front slot, I'll try to do a wide U move or rotate, do the cross from a different angle to prevent that. Same if it's misoriented. Unless the finger tricks are really bad, then I'll just kind of do it into the rotation. So yeah, I just think I'm putting a lot more thought in rather than just mindlessly solving. I used to put thought into these things, but I just find the easiest way to do it. I wouldn't try to like hyper optimize everything. And the idea is if I hyper optimize everything, well then I mean, that means I might not have to actually improve my technical skill that much to get sub 10. And I will a little bit, but then worst case scenario, it means I can, um, it'll be easier to go beyond sub 10 if I want to, which, hey, you never know. Another thing I've been doing is I've been planning my cross plus one, and currently my mean is 2.63 seconds for cross plus one. And I thought it would be a little bit faster, to be honest. And the reason it's so slow is because my finger tricks for the cross just aren't great. I find because there's R and L moves, it tends to be a little bit difficult, and I tend to be kind of slow. But I'd like to look at that. So I think timing it helps because it forces me to execute quickly because I don't always usually execute really quickly. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just need to find better finger tricks and do them a different way. I'm not too sure. Then I'm doing like a little bit of big cubes, but not too much. I'm really trying to focus on 3x3, do the trainer. I'm also tempted to learn ROLL, which again, if you're me, like if I'm the person looking back at this, I looked at ROLL a lot in the past. So ROLL. I can set up a case. Okay, so it's like you go to your OLL and you notice that, for example, these two stickers are matching, and these two are opposite. It doesn't really matter, or does? I don't think it matters. Okay, well, anyways, these two are matching and these two are opposite. So this is going to be uh corners are going to be solved, and that basically, well, for corners solved doesn't help too much. But if you're able to differentiate between um diagonal swap and adjacent swap, it's really handy because, again, for example, in the example I showed earlier, the only difference between the F perm and the V perm is that it's a diagonal swap versus an adjacent swap, and you can of course check. Oops. Well, I'm not using that cube anymore. You can of course check that by checking the outer two stickers here if they match. So again, last time I showed an adjacent swap. If I show the V perm, you can see that the outer two stickers don't match. It's red here, and over here it's green, but we still have that checkered pattern in the middle, so that's how you know it's a V perm. And I feel like, so basically, once you get to PLL, you have to look at 6 stickers, and I feel like it kind of might be faster if I'm looking at some stickers in OLL and some stickers in PLL. I know you already have to recognize OLL, but I feel like CP recognition is a bit quicker, but I'd like to learn full two-sided recognition first, and then I can implement that, because I'm not going to learn those ROLL cases for every single OLL, so I think I'm going to learn two-sided PLL recognition first. In terms of other active things, I'm just doing slow solves or untimed solves, because obviously these things I'm talking about improving. Cross plus one, I don't really have to go slow for, but for PLL recognition, I do need to go slow and put time into it. So I'm using that to improve some other things. So for F2L, I'm trying to use deduction a lot more. That's the next thing. In the sense that I find myself looking around the cube a lot and doing lots of U moves and just being like, oh, I can't see anything. Whereas I think if I used deduction more, that would help a lot. And the other thing is sometimes when I do know, let me set up an example. Okay, like this, for example. Normally I wouldn't be sure how to solve this pair, these two. Um, but knowing edge orientation tells you how you need to solve it, because you know whether you need to rotate or not. And I always used to tell by if the side color matches the side. So, for example, orange matches orange. But I've also been trying to see. Is that rain? Damn. Uh, if the front color, the top color matches the front, well, then it's also oriented. And that kind of tells me from this angle, oh, that's an oriented edge. And if I know that it's with its corner, I know that I can solve this without rotating. I could do, uh, sorry, one-handed. I'm not locked in. I would like to get good at one-handed too, though. That would be pretty cool. Let's finish this off. There we go. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing for F2L. I'm also trying to learn some F2L algorithms. Like, you know, when you get like, am I going to be able to set this up? I probably will. And then we misorient and insert. Yeah, stuff like this, because that often happens on last slot. So an efficient way to solve this, let's see if I can remember it. I think like, no, like this. No, wait. Might be from the other angle, actually, now that I think about it. Oh, no, that's it. So you do like 6 wide moves, or 7, and they're set up, and it's just a 3-move insert, and that's nice and quick. So F2L algorithms, deduction, as I said, so it's like, I could explain what deduction is. I'll try. I need to get like a random scramble for this, though. I was planning to have this more to be like one edited video of like everything I've learned, but it seems like it's just kind of going to be a daily diary now. This is like the setup for everything. Okay, so ooh, this is a nice easy cross. I just have a habit of looking to first pair now. Okay, so I'm gonna solve this, and what else? Does this do it? This will do, yeah. Okay, so let's say that, pretend you can't see this. Pretend you're at like this angle. I know that this edge, or this corner, I saw it earlier say, is red, green, white. And I'm looking for its corresponding edge. It's not here. This is orange, so it can't be this. This is yellow, so it can't be this. And the only other piece it could be, remember it's a red and green, it could only be this piece. And in fact, we only had to check this piece and this piece because the other 2 green pieces are solved. So we know that this is the case. And again, if we lose our other trick, I can see that this is oriented because green and green match. So that means I can go into it rotationlessly. So I can just do this, and now it's solved into the back like that. It's not the back for you guys, but it's the back for me. This cube is really good for one-handed. I might do some solves on one-handed after this because, oh no, sexy moves faster on one-handed. Because I was using the worm. That's another thing. I've been trying to figure out the cubes. I set up the worm and I really like it. The worm 2021. I really like the X1 Tornado V2 as well, but I don't know. I just feel a little. I don't know. I do really like that, to be fair. I was using the GAN 11 as well, but I don't know. I just lock up on it a lot. And I also find when I'm doing like the F, like the start of a J perm, I'm doing like RU R prime. When I do the thumb move with F like that, it like locks up sometimes, or the corner twist, and it's really annoying. I liked the GTS 3M as well. But again, it just kind of feels weird. I don't know if it's like too big. It feels a little fast, maybe, but also the worm is fast. Maybe the magnets are too strong, and that it's also fast, so it's like a weird combination. I don't really know, but wasn't enjoying that so much. I really like the MF3 RS2M. I magnetized it myself though, and it's awful. Like I magnet because like some of the magnets just fall out and move around. I could probably try to fix that if I got more super glue, but I might look into that because I actually really enjoy using that cube. I also like stickered. Oh my god, and I was using the GAN 356 SM as well, which is my first ever cube, and it's so good. But the stickers on it kind of suck, so I might get new stickers for that as well. But I'm more environmentally conscious this time around. Like I used to just kind of buy tons of cubes. You can see them on the shelf behind me, but I feel bad buying them, and I'm looking for secondhand cubes, but I just can't freaking find any. So, yeah, I think that's all the 3x3s anyway. I have the Tengyon V2, but that's not really going to be my main. I also have the Volk Elite, but I have the same problem with like F moves causing a lockup and corner twist. But I did use the Volk Elite, I remember, as my main for a while. So right now it's between the Tornado V2 really and the Worm 2021. I would like to get the new GAN cubes and stuff, or I think there's a couple of good new cubes. There's like new worms, and there's a new there's a new RS3M too, which apparently is like really good, even better than the original. I've still never had a maglev cube, even though this is the Tornado V2. I didn't get the maglev version for whatever reason, and again I'd love to, but it's like so much waste, bro. Um, there's also like a GAN 5x5 is apparently really good, but I'd like to try it at a competition. I was going to register for a competition, but it's not. It's full because it's in like it's in 2 months, but it's full because it's in Dublin. There's one in Mayo in like a few weeks, and it's empty, but not empty, but like it's like half full because it's Mayo. I've been enjoying Megaminx too. I really like the Diane Megaminx. It's really nice. It's just fun to turn. So I think that's it. I talked about everything I'm improving on 3x3 or what I'm looking out for. I'd like to get into blindfolded, but my real focus at the moment is 3x3. I'm not too bothered about much else. I've been using reduction on 5x5 as well and just messing around with that, and it's fun. So yeah, what I'm gonna do is, I don't know, I'll include clips of when I get really annoyed or interested, when I'm like practicing, training PLL, or maybe I'll get a cool cross solution that I'm really proud of. Ooh, I have blister on my freaking hand. Ew, I've never had that before. Ew. Normally I just have calluses, but this is like a full-on blister. That's crazy. I went climbing today. It was really good. So yeah, that is it. And I will, or yeah, or if there's like something that I'm not sure is right, because as I said, for that two-sided PLL recognition, I feel like it's really slow because I have to first of all check all 6 stickers, figure out what PLL it is, and then figure out where the headlights are, and then I know what, and then figure out what AU to do after I do the PLL, and it just feels really slow, and I can't imagine it getting super fast. But if I didn't recognize the AUF, I'd have to get to the side with the headlights and then look at the AUF, which I just feel like slow. It's like 2 looks. I may as well just look at the whole cube at that point. But maybe I'm overthinking it. But if I have more doubts like that, I'll put them in. And I need to stop playing with my hair so much. I'll probably be playing some Minecraft speedrunning as well, a little bit. But yep, that is it. And I will see you later. Bye bye.